Hi everyone, how are you? Karibuni sana. This is the day that the Lord has made. Now, the leadership lesson for today is I want to give you several lessons about how to lead and what can become a great source of inspiration for you in your organization, in your ministry, in your church, in your company, wherever you are as a leader. There are several things that we have to learn and that we have to understand because there is a lot of trouble, a lot of problem when it comes to leadership. In fact, someone said that all things rise and fall on leadership. And I agree with them because everything rises, nations succeed or fail based on the leadership that they have. Companies succeed or they fail based on the leadership that is there. And so the several lessons that I want to give you today is that number one, if you are leading, lead by example. Always make sure that you are at the forefront because this is the core of effective leadership. This is the place. Leading by example is the one thing that you cannot compromise on. I mean, we have so many people who are giving others instructions, but they are not leading themselves. They are not there to lead the people. And so when you are a leader or when you are in a position of leadership, don't just give commands. Don't just tell people what to do and what to say. Lead by example. Be the one to do it. Show them how it's done and then tell them to do it. That is leadership. Lead by example. The number two thing is that communicate clearly as a leader. Don't assume that just because you are saying words, people are understanding what you're saying. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Let people hear what you're saying, but also let people listen to what you're saying. So in other words, if you are saying something and you're giving instructions, use different methods to communicate to communicate the same thing to these same people. Okay? The number three lesson on leadership today is embrace change as a leader. Begin to embrace change. If you don't embrace change, change will change you. Now remember, the only thing that remains constant in life is change. Things will always change. Situations will always change. Economies will always change. This is the only thing that remains constant from the beginning of the world. Change. Accept that things may change. Accept that things will change. And accept that things have changed. And especially in this generation, begin to understand and to accept these changes, and you will drive your company to higher heights. You will also drive your own self as a person to higher heights when you begin to accept and embrace this change. The next lesson is empower and delegate. Don't hoard leadership. Don't assume it is your birthright. Don't assume that it is yours alone. Empower other people and delegate tasks. I know there are leaders or there are people who prefer micromanagement, and there are others who prefer working alone. But let me tell you the truth. Both micromanagement and working alone does not take you anywhere. And if it takes you anywhere, it does not take you any far. Leadership transcends micromanagement. Leadership transcends lone rangers. You will never achieve anything alone. The next point that you have to learn today about leadership is cultivate emotional intelligence. Always work on your emotions. Don't overreact and don't underreact. Always be balanced. Have self-awareness. Have social awareness. Regulate your emotions and regulate the relationships that are around you. Manage other people. And the last point that I want to give is you must continue learning. There is no point in your life that you will stop learning. as a leader. The day you get to a point in your life and you decide not to learn, you have died, and your leadership has died with you. So keep learning. Learning is a continuous thing, so you must keep learning as a leader. All right? So thank you. God bless you.